Hey everyone, welcome back to Mini Toy Adventures. My name is Dom, and today we have been on a roll with Rainbow High Pacific Coast, and that doesn't let up today. We are getting into another one from the series. Let me present to you Simone Summers. Yep, this girl will be available early February, so definitely be sure to look out for her in store. But we have her here. We're going to go ahead and unbox everything, take a look at it, and see what she is all about. And you know what? You should be sure to follow me on Instagram if you don't already, because I'm posting a lot of teasers and a lot of fun stuff over there. So follow me on Instagram. If you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And if you hit the notification bell, YouTube might notify you when I post new videos. It's very, very helpful. And I love to see all of your beautiful faces out here. Anyway, so like I said, we're gonna check out Simone here and everything that she has to offer. And on the back side of the box here, just like all of the other dolls in this series, you can see the entire cast here up front. We do have a read up here at the bottom as well, which you can go ahead and pause the video for if you'd like to read that for yourself. But yeah, this is Rainbow High Pacific Coast. And you can see, I forgot to point this out on some of the other dolls. You can see that Simone is a photography focus in Pacific Coast. And here she is. So without any further delay, let me go ahead and open the box up, take her out, get everything sorted, and show you what she's all about. All right, so here we go with everything Simone has to offer. We have all the accessories out. Of course, we are going to take Simone and set her off to the side just for a little bit so we can check out the rest of the goods in the package, and then we'll get back to her, I promise. But here we go with everything. I mean, the first thing obviously that we have here, this stand, okay, obviously it's just a stand, but look at the color. I think it's way more vibrant than it actually comes off on camera. It is this very vibrant, like orange. For a stand, it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, this is her stand. And you know, we get the waist clip and everything like that. And I did want to point out that we do have a matching comb that matches the stand color, and it just looks absolutely awesome. We also do have an extra set of legs, and those who are not familiar with this might be a little confusing to you at first, but don't worry, I'm gonna show you what these legs are all about in a little bit. But as far as the accessories go, like the real accessories, look at this cute towel, Rainbow High. This is absolutely adorable. Like, it's just like, it's a printed towel, obviously. All this is printed on there. It's not like embroidered or whatever. But it looks so freaking cute. Now, it is of towel material. It's just made like a washcloth, basically. And it is tacked together on like the ends right here. So we have some little tacks that are holding it down to keep it in this perfect shape here. So if you want to undo those, you can, but they have the graphics just laid out very perfectly on this towel. So you can easily fold it up and make a pretty little towel, or roll it up and stick it in this thing, which is her bag. Look at this bag. Look at this Rainbow High bag. First of all, it's made out of like a pleather material. It's very similar in material to the bag that came with Harper. The bag that came with Harper, this is a very similar like fake like pleather material with these straps here that you can see on the inside are just fastened there. But we do have these little side straps here with little charms on the end that have an R and an H. Look at that. So cute. I think it's a great bag. It had a little plastic insert that was keeping its shape, which is right here, this little thing. All of them have this little plastic insert that'll just keep the form while it's in the package. So you can leave that in or take it out or do whatever. But very cute bag. And then we have these sunglasses. So look at these super chic shades. Like, and we got a little RH logo on the side and on the other side. They are so cool looking. Her accessories, I feel like her accessories are great. Like the towel looks great, the bag looks great, the glasses look fantastic, but we gotta see how they all look on this wonderful girl here. Simone. She just looks fantastic. This is definitely one of the greats, in my opinion. So starting out here, I do want to talk about her hair, because the hair on the sides, she does have some light product in. It's really nothing crazy. It is a tiny bit crunchy though. As you can see, it just kind of like stays together there on the sides. It's not like that in the back. In the back, there is zero product. It's literally just on the ends that were visible from inside of the packaging. And maybe there's a reason for that, maybe there's not. But either way, it's not going to be that big of an issue to just brush out, and you're not going to like mess up any of her hairstyle. Like, see, as I'm brushing this through, it's already virtually gone. So there's really not a lot that is in there. And it's like, look at, see, this is what the product does, is it creates these like, kind of like unsettling crimps in her hair because she was tacked down into the box with that. But again, just a quick brush through and you can get most of that out and get it looking back to kind of how it will. But let's talk about her, Simone. Okay, so first up, on top here, we do have a little scrunchie, which is absolutely cute. It's holding in her little bunch of hair up here. And the scrunchie, let me see, does the scrunchie, of course, it's gonna say like RH on it, I'm sure. Yeah, it does. It's very hard to see because, well, it's scrunched together, but it says RH on it, and I think that is amazing. Amazing little detail they didn't have to put up there. But let's talk about this. So a lot of dolls that have their hair up in special ways, sometimes you're like, is the rooting gonna be good under there? Let's take a look at her rooting first before we jump into the face and everything. So this bunch of hair up here comes from the sides. And of course she has this hat in that is clipped to her head. So we have a couple of clips right here on each side. And if we move this forward though, you can see that her rooting isn't really affected by the ponytail that's up front. I mean, she got plenty of hair up there. I'm trying to like comb through it as best I can to show you as detailed as I can that it's kind of made to have more hair in the front to make that kind of ponytail out of. It's designed in a way that there's a lot of hair up front in the rooting and then enough for coverage in the back. So it doesn't seem like that's going to really be any sort of an issue as far as like if you take her ponytail out, is she gonna have a gaping bald spot up front? I don't think that's going to be the case, but we'll further examine it once I get her hat off. So speaking of the hat, it's super cute. So we have this like pleather material with these checkers on it, like this checkerboard pattern. And then we have this white rim, and you can see that this is like a clear kind of see-through vinyl that's up top there. So it's not really doing a great job blocking the sun, but it is doing a good job looking fabulous on her. And on the back of that hat, we do have a little Velcro strap right here. And then we have this little pin right here that's holding the two together, little clasp. That doesn't come undone, but the Velcro comes off, so you can easily take her hat off as long as you undo those clips. All right, so I went ahead and undid the ties on Simone's hat. Now, one thing you wanna be careful about, don't be like me. These little ties are kind of everywhere, and there's one right here that was on the front, and I clipped part of her hat, and you can barely see it, but a little clip right there, a little tear in the hat. Just be careful when you're taking off the ties that hold this hat on. Now, like I said, it does unvelcro in the back. And another thing about taking off the ties that hold this hat on is once you get them off, you're never gonna quite get it to sit on her head like it did in the package. So just a little note there. Not a big deal for me, but for anybody that likes how the hat looks on her head and you don't wanna mess with it, just leave the hat on, you'd be fine. Here we go with Simone. And first up, you can see her beautiful edges all around her face here. It looks so awesome. Now, as far as the rooting situation goes, as I was saying, you see how it doesn't really affect her hair because there's a lot more up front to make that, that ponytail there. Really, it's like kind of coming all from her very front hairline. So you'll be able to easily take that out. At least that's my opinion, that you'll be easily able to remove this. This is kind of rubber banded in as well. So it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to just for it to fall out or anything like that. But I don't see anything like crazy happening as far, I mean, there might be this one little spot in the center, but it's literally surrounded by big groupings of rooting. And so when you take that out, you're gonna have her hair just be nice and full as it should be kind of all around. So I really don't think that that's going to be an issue at all. Now starting out with her face, let me put her arm down because she is just waving hi to everybody. Oh, and before we get too ahead of things, I wanna show you what her glasses look like on her because they are just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at how stylish she looks. Oh my gosh. She is just looking so amazing here with those sunglasses. I am living for them right now. This entire look right here is just super awesome. With her face here, I mean, her makeup is amazing. Now these dolls don't come with any earrings, at least from what I've seen so far. No earrings, but we do have on her face, we have kind of this, we have like gold glitter lining and like this peach eyeshadow, which looks really great. And her eyes are very beautiful. Her lashes are so long. I mean, look at them. I mean, I think all the dolls are like this anyway, but, and then as far as her lips go, she has this like kind of a pinkish color that slightly matches her hair. On her lips. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, but nothing crazy. But she is looking absolutely fantastic. Now, as far as her outfit goes, this is where things get kind of fun. So this is obviously like a beach line, and we have, you know, different bathing suits and things like that. But she has kind of more of a dress style going on. Obviously, like, this is, you know, she's wearing something that she would wear at the beach. On the side here, you can see that this is all put together with a drawstring. Now, she does have Velcro on the back of both of these pieces that are keeping them together. And I think that her top looks absolutely amazing. We have this gradient from yellow all the way down to pink at the bottom, which I'll show you in a little bit. And then she has this rainbow high belt buckle, like not a belt, but I don't know what it is. It's just holding, it's like kind of a little fashion piece there. And that's actually part of the bathing suit, so that doesn't come off separately. It's kind of tied into the bathing suit, I believe. But yeah, she looks awesome. Now, one thing that I want to point out here that's a little bit different from some of the other dolls that I've taken a look at is normally they come with flat feet and they have like flip-flops or something on, and you get an extra set of legs to give them the arched foot look to be able to fit them into like regular rainbow high shoes that all of us have a ton of. Well, this is a little backwards. So Simone actually comes with the arched feet on her legs, and we get flat feet as extras in case you want to change them out to maybe change her shoes with something else. Now that's an interesting move to me here because we only have maybe 6 different pairs of shoes that we can put on her that are for the flat feet. So it's interesting that they decided to make her come with arched feet rather than flat feet. It's not a bad thing either way. It's just something that I noticed when I was taking that out. But let's talk about those legs here. So these replacement legs, there is a little thing that you can snap in there to kind of take them on and off. And if you want to take them out, it's actually super simple. You're just gonna take it at the leg here, hold it on both sides, and then you just wanna pull out. And then you can take the proper foot here, and you see that little latch right there? Yeah. And then we just go ahead and snap it in there. Boom, done. We've replaced her feet, and I think they look great. I love the flat feet on there. Like I said, super easy to get these on and off, not even a big deal. I think it was the most elegant solution for the matter because think about it. If they give them articulated ankles, that's not going to work to give them flat feet. I mean, you could articulate like this middle section right here, but then you'd also have to articulate the toes to make all of that happen, which is probably way less cost effective by just giving us a whole extra leg with a brand new foot. So just my thoughts. I don't know if that's exactly the case. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along, to be honest. So the shoes here, let's take a look at her shoes real fast. Like I said, she comes with the arched heels or the arched feet on there. So we have those shoes by default. If you want to put her in flat foot shoes, you're going to have to borrow them from somebody else. But we have a little gold plate on here that says rainbow. And then we have that checker pattern that is on her visor, continued all the way around with the same gradient that is on her bathing suit. So I just think it looks super duper cute. Let's get back to Simone here. And I just think that all around, she is amazing. Like, look at this hair color here. So beautiful. So great. And let's go ahead and take off her bottom piece here so I can show you what that looks like underneath. So if we just undo this Velcro here, you shouldn't have to mess with this little bow here Because honestly, if these bows come untied for me, I don't have tiny fingers to tie tiny bows. If we just take that off, you can easily slide off the bottom part to reveal her entire swimsuit here. It's a beautiful one piece. Like I said, it's got that gradient from yellow to pink, and it just looks so cute. Like, look at all these, we have little stars on here and shooting stars and hearts, and that pattern carries all the way around the doll, and she just looks so amazing. So while we have her out in her bathing suit and everything's more easily accessible here, let me talk about articulation, right? It's the same as Series 3 and it's the same as any other Pacific Coast doll, but in case you haven't seen it, we do have a ball joint in the head up there, so you can kind of get some nice poses with her head. As far as her shoulder goes, she can go up about that far, and we can kind of swivel that all the way around. She has articulation at her elbow and swivel at the elbow as well. And then we have a back and forth on her wrists and a swivel on her wrists also. With the knees as well, the replaceable legs don't take away from her articulation, so we can kind of kick her back that far. Her leg can move back about this far, and that's because she doesn't have any pants on or anything restricting it. She can kick up pretty high as well. And then we have swivel at the upper thigh right there, and no articulation on the toes. But I think that, you know, given everything here, I think these dolls have a lot of articulation, and I think we can all agree that the head articulation kind of changed the game when Rainbow High started putting those on their dolls. And easy enough, we can just slip on her little bottom piece. Pull it back up there. We don't have to mess with that tie. I'm so glad. Some of these dolls, you have to loosen the like the belt or the bow that's tied around their waist in order to put the bottom piece back on. Honestly, I'm really glad that we don't have to, because I personally think she looks better without her visor on. That's just me, but I think the whole freaking line has been fantastic so far. I know there are a lot of people that are uneasy about the price, but you know what? You guys know how it goes. If you wait long enough, the doll that you want will be on clearance, and they're usually plentiful in the stores. So don't rush and panic to get them if you can't right away, because they will go on sale. I promise you that, and there'll be plenty of them on the store shelves eventually. If you just wait it out, you find them. But I think she is absolutely gorgeous though. Oh, and I forgot to say, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much again. Once again, this has been Mini Toy Adventures. My name is Dom, and I'll see you later. Bye.